Hey, it's perfect timing you clicked on this video because today I'm going to be talking about Volume 1 of Kagurabachi by Takeru Hokazono. It's going to be a story of swords, sorcery, and vengeance. Part 1, Good Times Come to an End. The story opens up with a pair of men performing the art of swordsmithing. We meet Kunishige Rokuhiro, the most famous swordsmith in the land, and Chihiro Rokuhiro, Kunishige's son, the more responsible one of the two. Little is said so far as to why Kunishige is given so much praise, but more on that later. We see that even though there's a very playful side to him, he takes his work very seriously, letting his son Chihiro know that the swords they make can not only protect the weak, but also serve the wicked. We cut to a time skip over 3 years later from that moment. A local mafia group named the Kurogumi is shown torturing a citizen, making an example out of him for anyone thinking about rebelling against them. We see Chihiro, much older, clad in black with a sword in hand and a scar on the left side of his face, together with Shiba, an old acquaintance of Kunishige's, en route to the town where the Kurogumi are located, where they have been rumored to be collaborating with the Hisuku, a black sorcery group who murdered Kunishige in cold blood in pursuit of the enchanted blade. Chihiro witnesses how low down the Kurogumi is and decides to head straight for their base to wipe them from the face of the earth, for Chihiro is treading on the path of vengeance. Chihiro cuts through the Kurogumi. No matter who rushes him, they're no match. Kunishige was made famous for placing his sorcery into the katanas he crafts. His sorcery gives the katanas special properties that completely turned the tide of the Great Seitei War and made those who wielded them heroes. Chihiro takes in hand the last enchanted blade, the one made by his father before his murder, the intent. Clad in black and surrounded by fish that resemble goldfish his dad brought for good fortune, the Kurogumi are wiped out. All except for one. Chihiro and Shiba need info on the Hisuku, the group backing the local Yakuza. The Kurogumi thug warns Chihiro that it's a suicide to go up against them. But then Chihiro rebuttals that they're not the problem. He is. And that summarizes chapter 1. Later in the volume, we see that the Hisuku are the source of Chihiro's hatred. The day they just randomly ransacked his childhood home, murdered their father in cold blood, and stole the enchanted blades. This sets the tone for the story, letting us know that Chihiro's on a warpath to avenge his father and retrieve the stolen enchanted blades that have been used for crazy evil purposes. On that quest, he runs into a young lady named Char, and in their meeting, Chihiro learns that she's being sought after, and she might have a clue as to where one of the enchanted blades are. It proves true once we run into Sojo, a black market weapons dealer who's in possession of the Cloud Gouger. The Cloud Gouger is a pretty bare bones blade, nothing crazy. It does control the elements of water, ice, and lightning, which can be used interchangeably and help augment different abilities. By the end of the volume, Sojo puts out a hit reward for anyone who can bring Char in and the enchanted blade into him. And we also learned that another enchanted blade that was in Sojo's possession is being sold at a black market auction, the Rakuzaichi. Man, so that was pretty much the gist of volume 1. It was a very fun read, very interesting revenge story, well paced. The fight sequences were cool, very fluid, very interesting take on the sorcery aspect. If you guys know me, I'm a sucker for swords in any story or media, especially the katana, hence my name. So this was just a really good read. think it's been a while since we've had a protagonist in shonen that's, at least in some Shonen Jump, on a revenge path. Normally they're out to find their father or hunt the enchanted blades for some ambitious reason. It's starting out as a quest for vengeance, but I think it's gonna teach Chihiro a lot about himself, and they alluded that it's gonna teach him what it means to have this sort of power. Other parts I liked, I really like how the choreography flows, how Hokazono Sensei was able to maneuver and direct the reader from one page to the next. I especially like the Nishiki swing he did against the brainwave manipulator sorcerer, where they take the perspective from one panel to the next. I really like his Fish Island perspective. That's something I take a lot in my art, and I also think he's a fellow Kishimoto enjoyer like I am, because Naruto had plenty of perspective panels to just add dynamicism to the story. I would say my main dislike, I'm not 100% behind the art style, but art is subjective. And I guess story-wise, I wasn't too into Char and Chihiro's antics. They do have a good dynamic. They foil each other. I guess foil's a strong word, but they do have that kind of introvert, extrovert dynamic that's pretty good. But I think maybe there's a translation from Japanese comedy to English comedy that just wasn't hitting for me. Yeah, those are my thoughts on Kagurabachi Volume 1. I'm debating whether I'm going to do a full review of Volume 2 or just go to chapter by chapter once I get caught up to Shonen Jump. I think I'll go about it that way. But you guys let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys are feeling Kagurabachi. I know a lot of people are, and I think it's only a matter of time before this gets an anime adaptation. Thanks for watching.